That's right. Thaksin Shinawatra and his family have really loomed large in Thai politics for decades now. Even while he was in self-imposed exile for those 15 years, he had a big impact on the politics here in Thailand. As you mentioned, last year he returned from that self-exile to face charges of conflict of interest and abuse of power, and he was handed an 8-year sentence but only ended up serving about 6 months of that entirely from hospital, and that led a lot of people to speculate that he and his political party, Per Thai, which is the ruling party here in Thailand, had done a deal, had done this great bargain with their sworn enemies, their bitter rivals, the Conservative parties and the military that had ousted him in a coup in the first place. So yes, to some extent this was a surprise, and I think it really shows that Thaksin Shinawatra still has some very powerful enemies within that royalist establishment.
Yeah. You know, a Move Forward MP was sentenced to 2 years in prison for similar charges. Another activist died in prison just a week or so ago after a hunger strike. It seems as if these laws are going to continue to be heavily prosecuted.
Yeah, Bev, that was a devastating case. The young activist who had been hunger striking in pre-trial detention, she died just a fortnight ago, and it really reignited the anger around these lèse majesté laws and the debate about justice reform. You might remember last year the main opposition party, Move Forward, actually campaigned on reforming the lèse majesté laws, and they had a huge success at the ballot box. They won the most seats in Parliament in the end. So I think there is a real appetite to at least have a discussion about reforming these laws, but Move Forward itself is now facing its own legal challenges. The Constitutional Court has found that that campaign to amend the lèse majesté laws, or Section 112 as it's called, was unconstitutional and effectively an attempt to overthrow Thailand's democracy with the king as head of state. So I think while Thaksin Shinawatra's case is certainly the most high profile of these lèse majesté cases in recent years, or possibly ever, it's just one of hundreds of these prosecutions, and I think given all of the events this year, including Move Forward's political problems, that there's no sign that these prosecutions will stop or that there will be any kind of reform to these laws.
Yeah. The Prime Minister is also facing his own challenges. He's under scrutiny with one of his cabinet appointments. What's happened there, and do you think it's going to pose a threat to the stability of the government?
That's right. Prime Minister Thaksin is now threatening the possibility that he could be ousted from that role over his appointment of a cabinet minister. Basically, back in April, there was a big cabinet reshuffle here, and he appointed Pichit Chernban as one of those ministers. The problem is that Pichit had actually served time in jail about 6 months back in 2008 for allegedly paying or attempting to bribe a judge on behalf of Thaksin Shinawatra, of all people. The Thai constitution says that ministers have to be of evident integrity. So Pichit announced that he would offer his resignation in an attempt to try to protect Thaksin from the possible fallout of this. It's unclear whether he'll be able to protect him from that. He has about 2 weeks now to justify why he made that appointment, or he could face being ousted, which would certainly throw his party, his government, into turmoil. So this is the biggest threat that they've faced since they came to power last August. But of course, Thailand is no stranger to political turmoil. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on this turbulent times ahead in Thai politics yet again.
Yeah, it does seem, Lauren, as if there's something around every corner. Great to have you on. Thanks so much.